I'm moving my dog from the UK to Australia in 6 months' time. Before you even get started with anything and you've realized, like, this is what I want to do, I want to move to Australia, the first thing I'd recommend doing is getting your pet's rabies vaccination done. After the rabies vaccination, I would do my research into what pet transport companies I'd want to be using for my dog. I decided on going through with Pet Air. Pet Air seems like a very reasonable company. Their prices weren't too bad compared to some other companies I looked into. We then spoke to them about what were the next steps. For this, there was two different options. Depending if you wanted your dog to do a 10-day quarantine or a 30-day quarantine, the requirements definitely differ. But to do that 10-day quarantine, there was a lot more steps. Step number one, you needed two OV66 vets. So the first vet would do the first ID check for your dog. Did her first check, and that was all good. But for the second one, it was slightly harder because we had to research and look for a second OV66 vet by ourselves. Luckily enough, there was one that wasn't too far away from where I live anyway. That OV66 vet did the second ID check as well as the blood serology test. We got that done on the same day as the second ID check. And then after that, we had to wait about 2 to 3 weeks before we got the results to say, like, there's no rabies in her bloodstream. After you get the results from her blood test for the rabies, then you give that information to your pet transport company, and then they can finally apply for her import permit. Once they apply for an import permit, it usually takes again about 2 to 3 weeks for you to get the approval from the Oz government. So with that import permit now, we could apply for her quarantine space. So again, another 2 to 3 week wait to hear back from the quarantine center if the dates were approved. But then they got approved, and yeah, we got everything confirmed, and then we were able to book our flights. That was more of the kind of action period. We're now in the kind of waiting period because obviously it's May now and we're not going till November. There's only two more appointments for Maggie, which will be in September and October, and those are her kind of final vaccinations and final jabs for before she flies. I'll be documenting all of Maggie's stuff. Follow along for our journey, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.